This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Canes will hustle to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today. Well, this guy's up for the Butkus Award for a reason. He's one of the best, plain and simple. He's so good at just triggering and IDing what's happening in the backfield, David, and he can shoot those gaps. You saw a couple TFLs in their last game out. He does it again here early. Just possesses those instincts that are hard to coach.
Instinct.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Back's got it on the screen. Still running at the 35. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Defense playing a bail technique. That's caught. It's Green. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gonna run it. It's Berry. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Look out! Gets rid of it. Caught. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From deep, it's Compton. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Uh-oh, look out. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
He'll set up to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Deep in the end zone, it's Compton. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Running inside, it's Shepard. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right side, it's Vaughn. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Coming out with it, it's Compton. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Shepard. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Canes want to move quickly. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. Left side is Shepard. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, gonna throw it. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Here we go. Ready. Move. Ready, go.
Mensah. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Throwing, Mensah. Still looking to his right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1.
Sweep, sweep. Slide. Where did he go?
The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Canes! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Miami. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick 6 as that guy is ever going to score.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
He's going to take a shot. Pulls in the deep ball. Running inside the 20. Touchdown LSU! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the return, it's Compton. Rams him with the stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Here's Mensah to throw. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. He's got it along the sideline. He goes out of bounds at the 25, and this offense has an explosive play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains.
Here we go, ready.
Making the adjustment.
Chip. Ready, go.
Back to pass on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Vaughn. He is in! Touchdown, Hurricane! The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on second down. The give to Caden Durham. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
From the gun, it's Durham. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's changing the play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Wants to throw on first. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Ready. Cue. Run.
Mensah throws to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. From the red zone, it's Shepard. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Levin. He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd 3rd and long. He's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. And he almost had a pick.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. You can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Watkins. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 16 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Aggies coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season.
Stop right there.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
man at quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing it.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Racing to the right. He's at the touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Number 20, set to kick it away.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hurricane. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The run inside. It's Berry. And he's brought down after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. On third down, here's Durham. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On first down, it's Durham again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. For yardage. Maybe some room. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Moving to his left. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Holds on. It's screen. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Right side, it's Green. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Second down to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. And they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They just keep firing. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Quick give. It's Shepard. Shows him the stiff arm. Enough to move the chains. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. They move on top here in the fourth. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten paid dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Release to the back. And it's incomplete on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Swamped immediately.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up.
Return. Sweep. Slide.
Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got some green grass. He's past the sticks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Back to pass, it's Levin. Wilson has it over the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Over the middle. Gain of 24. Given up for first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Here's a give to Durham. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Some misdirection with the counter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Out wide right, it's Wilson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes.
Oh, and that is so close. That was almost 6 on the board for the return team. That is a game-changing type play. You change the momentum, you give your own team a spark with a return like that.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Shepard. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Power ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Levin. Left side is Harris. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the 4th quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Drops back on 1st down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Levin. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're